the tiny packets that are causing a big mess. All about sachet pollution in India's small town and villages. They are small, convenient, and cheap. But these tiny sachets of shampoo, pan masala, chips, detergent are leaving behind a massive plastic legacy. Across India's small towns and villages, sachets are everywhere. Easy to sell, easy to use, but impossible to recycle. Today, let's uncover how these little packets became such a big problem, how they are choking our environment, and what can be done to stop this silent plastic invasion. The rise of sachet economy. In the early 1980s, a market revolution began, that is, 1 rupee sachet. The shampoo brands started realizing that by selling smaller, cheaper packs, they could reach millions of people in rural India who couldn't afford the full bottles. Soon, the companies followed the suit. Tea, coffee, snacks, detergent, even edible oil, everything came in a sachet. For India's 800 million rural consumers, it meant affordability and accessibility. But while the sachet model transformed the FMCG market, it quietly created a mountain of microplastics that nobody planned to clean up. The invisible waste. Every single sachet used is a piece of multi-layered plastic made from a mix of plastic and aluminium film. This type of plastic cannot be recycled using normal methods. It can be melted down like PET bottles or reused like glass. So where does it go? It's burned, dumped, or buried, releasing toxic fumes or entering our soil and water. According to estimates, India uses over 100 billion sachets every year, and most end up as litter. In small towns and villages where waste collection is poor, these sachets line every drain, road, and riverbank, slowly breaking down into microplastics that contaminate food, water, and even the air we breathe. Now let's check out the reality of rural areas. Why it's worse outside the cities. In cities, there are at least some systems for plastic collection and recycling. But in rural India, waste often has no destination. Many villages don't even have any sort of waste segregation or collection trucks or dumping sites. So people do the easiest thing: burn it or throw it away. A villager might buy a 1 rupee shampoo sachet every day, toss it behind the house, and multiply that by thousands of people. You have entire fields littered with these shiny, colorful plastics. And ironically, it's the poorest communities, the ones who depend on clean soil and free water, who actually suffer the most. So, what are the companies and government doing about this? The Indian government's Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016, which was amended in 2022 again, placed the responsibility on producers, known as Extended Producers Responsibility. Companies are legally required to collect back the waste they create. But enforcing this in rural India, I think it's extremely difficult and currently not happening at all. How can a big brand trace where its sachets end up when they are sold through millions of small shops? Isn't it even possible? Some companies are experimenting with biodegradable or paper based sachets, and a few NGOs are running collection drives, but there is no change yet happening. What can be the possible solutions here? There is no single solution, but many small steps to make at least a small difference. The first one is refill models. I think we have to encourage the local kirana stores in these small remote areas to offer refills for detergents or oils instead of selling sachets. The second one is awareness, educating the consumers about where sachets end up and encourage responsible disposal. This can start at the school level. Incentives, giving villagers money or coupons for returning used sachets, like how the Andhra Pradesh started these eco-collection drives. Alternative packaging, supporting innovations in compostable films or paper-based packs, etc. And the last but not the least is the policy enforcement. Local governments need support of decentralized waste collection and hold producers accountable. If every panchayat had a system to collect even half of these sachets, rural India could avoid millions of tons of plastic waste every year. Sachets brought affordability to millions of people, but at a hidden cost to our planet. It's time we rethink this small is convenient model, because when convenience comes wrapped up in pollution, the true price is paid by our soil, our rivers, our food, and our future. Let's not let the tiny packets bury India's beauty under plastic. Together, we can turn the sachet story from pollution to solution. Let's turn Chota Packet Bada Dhamaka into Chota Kadam Bada Parivartan. Small steps, big change. Refuse, refill, reuse. For more such informative videos about sustainability, do follow Go Greenism. Like, share, and subscribe our channel. We'll be back with another interesting video next week. Until then, go green. Thank you.